Hey everyone, got another journal flip through for you today. This one is Iris's hardcover with a frame, embossed. Okay, and then we have a Tim Holtz book plate here on the front and some gold on the back. Shh, blue. Okay, so I will say up front, everybody is home today and all 3 dogs. So there could be disruptions. Okay, so I used the digital kit Iris's from After Midnight Design on Etsy, and I will make sure that I put her link below. So that is where the majority of all the digitals came from. Also throughout you will see a few labels from the Graphics Fairy, and then I believe there is a little bit from Nikki Adigan from Musings by Nikki. And I believe there's a little bit from My Porch Prints, Stephanie at My Porch Prints. So I'll try to make sure I put everybody's links below. This is Sorry Silk here behind this banner. So a good mix of paper, lots of writing space. We've got parchment paper. There's deli paper, vellum. Got an envelope here. Oh, I didn't put anything in it. I'll make sure I put something in that. Usually I just put a piece of plain tea-dyed paper in there. So I'll make sure I do that. So there's some tracing paper. There's some of that vellum. Book pages, CD envelopes. Now, I did not put anything in the pockets of the CD envelopes because I didn't want to cover up the pretty flowers I put in there, so you can do that. Double-sided tags. I'll put that in later so I don't take up time putting stuff back in pockets. This is dot grid paper. It's hard for the dots to pick up on camera, but tea-dyed papers. Also the lace right here, this is actual antique lace. There is 3 different pieces of the antique lace, and then the other pieces are new. The colored papers here, these are the dyed wax papers that I get from Lisa from Body, Mind, Spirit store. I'll make sure I put her link below as well. So a little bit of everybody, I guess, in this journal. And then this is one of my favorite pages. So I have the definition there of bloom. I believe that's some of Nikki's digitals. And then it's shaped like a file folder and it opens up, and then we have a little pocket here with some tags, and then a pocket right here, and then this is some marbled paper that my daughter and I made recently. We did hand marbled paper, so that's not a digital copy of it, that's the actual stuff. Some more dot grid paper. This is some music paper. This is the real deal, not a copy. I believe it is from the early 1900s. This is a copy, though, out of a book that I have, because the book is kind of brittle, and it is definitely old, and it is worth money. So I didn't tear any pages out of it, but it is well beyond its copyright. Okay, so this is an Edith Holden page, and then on the back side, because there is a less desirable picture back there, I've covered it up with some of the digital papers and made a pocket, and used these long time cards as a journaling card. So there's one there on that side, and there's one here on this side. Okay, and we have another pocket, just some tea-dyed paper, and a tag with an iris stenciled on it. I'll put those in later. There's the back side of that paper. 1912. Yeah, it was right around the 1912s, 1915s when the book was printed. Okay, and then this is some lined paper. It has faint lines. More of Lisa's dyed wax paper, but it doesn't feel like wax paper after she gets done with her whole process. it really ends up feeling like tissue paper. So, and then you'll find 3 bulb pins that have beads and ribbons on them. Okay, and then here we have an envelope that's been turned into a pocket and a little mini journal inside. 2 tags right here in the front pocket. And then a lot of offcuts of random papers in here. So a little notebook, you can throw it in your purse or just leave it in there. More of the vellum. Okay, and we have this page, got a little tag up there, or label, pink doily. And another envelope. This one I remembered to put something in. So it has some dot grid paper, inked and folded. Uh-oh, dogs are getting rowdy. Okay, and that's the center of the 3rd signature, so we're halfway through. And then paper clipped here. I have a copy out of the Garden magazine. This is a book that I have that's got a year's worth of magazines from 1905 bound into the book, and the book is the originals, and obviously I'm not going to tear them out, so that is a copy out of it. And then the contents for it, but it had irises on there, so I thought that was fitting. And it doesn't exactly have any writing space on it, but I thought it was kind of neat to include it. Okay, then we have a little journaling card on the back. Alright, then this flips up, and a picture of an iris there. It's an advertisement. I believe most of the advertisements are out of that book, or that magazine book that I was telling you about. Okay, and then in this pocket we have some tickets and a tag and a little card. They fit right in there, and then this pulls out. And this is an article out of that book that has irises on it, and then it's just grid paper on the back for journaling. Okay, there's some more of that antique lace. Lots of irises in this book. Lots and lots. Irises everywhere. Carmen must have lost her toy under the couch. She's such a vocal dog. Okay, and then this is some grid paper, and we've got a label over here, and then that folds open so that you can see the Japanese iris. And then it created a pocket back here, or a little tuck spot. I've got some tea-dyed paper and some lined digital paper tucked in there. And that says garden, and it has definition for garden and gardener. There's some more of that music paper, the original. Okay. And there's another iris picture out of that book. Some Edith Holden paper. Big book. I'm not really sure how many pages are in it. I'll have to put it in the description box below, but there are 5 signatures and probably 10 to 12 papers per, so we're looking at over 200, probably around 200 to 210 pages. There's some more of that marbled paper that we did. Carmen. And then this is an actual paper out of a 1967 calendar book, planner book. So this is an original from 1967, and I chose May because, well, here in Indiana, that's usually when the irises bloom. So I pulled out the May page. There's another piece of that antique lace. And then we have a double pocket here. So we have a tag up here and a tag right here. Okay, we have another pocket with some dot grid paper. And cute little label and iris here. And then on the back side we have another envelope. And it has some lined paper on the inside of it. So I just have to make sure I put paper in that other envelope. Okay. Another picture out of that book. We have a little garden label. Okay, another CD envelope. On the back side we have a pocket with a little card and a little tag. There's the other CD envelope. Like I said, you can still use this as a pocket. I just didn't put anything in it. Almost done. Okay, and I have a sheet of paper here, tea-dyed. And then I didn't glue it completely down if you wanted to tuck something up in there. Tuck that there. There's the back, and then I'll end up putting my book label back here like I usually do. So again, that's hardcover. Now that is a hardboard cover, not chipboard, so it's very sturdy. It's not cardboard. So it is pretty heavy. 5 signatures, over 200 pages, I'm sure. I'll put the page count below. And it measures about 6.5 by about 9, and it is 3 inches wide, 3-inch spine. Okay, I'll make sure to put the Etsy link below. Thanks for stopping by. I hope it gave you a little inspiration. See you in the next video. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.